On the first Monday of 2021, the Northeastern Husky women's ice hockey team looks to close out the extended weekend with a win against a battle-tested Maine Black Bear squad. Thanks for joining us from historic Matthews Arena alongside Alex Vispoli. I'm Dan McLoughlin. Alex, this Northeastern team was off for almost a month. They didn't look at yesterday. They dominated start to finish against a pretty proven Maine team. Now it's Fontaine looking for Jovic at the point. Instead takes it herself and she rang it off the iron. Ooh, Skylar Fontaine opened her account on this season with her first goal of the year yesterday. Not so this time as around, kicks it to herself and scores! Absolute wizardry from Chloe Aurore, who gets her first of the year. The Huskies are on top, time of the goal, 2:05. From the Hart Center on top of Mount St. James, this is Patriot League basketball on ESPN. After dropping their first two contests of the season, the Holy Cross Crusaders look to make it 4 in a row and sweep the weekend against the Colgate Raiders. Welcome inside, Dan McLoughlin alongside Joe Weil. So glad to have you with us. 77-48 was the final yesterday, and in a day where almost nothing went right for Colgate, Caitlin Gavidelda Jr. was a bright spot with a career-high 18 points.
Yeah, 18 points on 7 of 16 shooting overall.
Barbara checks, receives the pass, flung down low. Petro in the block, now a spinning lay-in. She's got it. The Crusaders back up by a point. Kelly Petro's first two of the day.
Yeah, and what a time to get those first two. A nice move, left-handed hook. Holy Cross back on top.
Gavidel for three, it doesn't last long. 17 points for the junior. Picked up a lot of confidence in that game, especially in the sophomore Porter Dooley. Big step from last season to this one, and today being trusted as a single six in the Husky midfield.
That's right, and Coach Ashley Phillips saying if everyone can play with that same confidence, we'll be just fine today.
The Dragons are flying high as well after a 1-1 result against the CAA leaders in the Hofstra Pride. Their goal was a penalty converted by Lauren Curry.
That's right, Lauren Curry really playing with aggression out there, but as Coach Ashley Phillips said, if the Northeastern defense can just really get in there and play with confidence, we'll be fine.
It's going to be a task and a half for McKenna McManus and Julianne Ross and company against the Dragons' leading scorer for the moment, but McManus
maybe one too many on that.
Pings it straight back. Ortega, it's overrun. Kafer! Goal! Northeastern 2, Drexel 1. First of the career for Kafer.
What a goal there by Kafer. We were just mentioning how awesome she's been, both playing back and forward, and she was there almost wide open.
Tatiana Ortega appeared to be the target, but when Shoyan came off her line, it cleared everybody, and Kafer tucks it into the open net. What a moment for her. First of her career, and is that the goal that sends the Huskies into the postseason?
It's a workhorse, too.
Willing to go as high as potentially 120 pitches if he has to. Breaking ball hit hard and fair down the line. Dupree's going to be waved around. He'll score. The Huskies take the lead. It's an RBI double for Danny Crossan, who continues to swing a hot bat.
He just, despite battling some injury.
Guevara sends that one up the middle. Oh, what a catch! Carson O'Rourke flashes the leather, and it's 1 out.
Well, her middle infield counterpart's Defensive Player of the Year, but how about that play there from O'Rourke?
Carson O'Rourke digs in now. She proved her coach to be a prophet. He told us when we talked to him yesterday, there will be one moment this weekend where Carson O'Rourke will make a play and you will say, how did she ever do that? Well, it took 4+ innings.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't take very long at all. That fantastic catch up the middle. And again, coaches know their teams, and Fran is as connected to his players as anybody. You've been doing it as long as he's been doing it. You have a good feel for the game and your players. He was on the money with that one.
Never got anywhere close. Major outlet pass, and here goes Millie Serum. Dangles into the high slot. Serum shot trickles through. She scores. Welcome to college. That's the first of her career. Just slipped it on ahead. This is a 3-on-1. Kane has Young, takes it himself and scores. Welcome to the collegiate game, Michael Kane. That's the first of his career. Here's Ryan Massoud. Played wide for Tejas. On the ball, charging into the box. Sent one towards the spot. Settled by Dan Munch. He shoots. Goal! It's the senior on senior day. First of the year for Munch, and we're tied at 2. Great story is Nardone. She was 2 for 9 last year. Couple of RBI. Did not start a game and has hit her way into the lineup. Was a .387 hitter in the regular season. And she's the one that Marissa Lamison-Myers complimented her humanity and said that she just could not be more proud of her. She does chase the first pitch she sees there. She was named the second-team all-conference designated player. 4 home runs, 15 RBI. You figure the best is still yet to come. First trouble for Allison Greet thus far. Clinging to a 1-run lead. Line drive to left field, that's a base hit. Ludwig's being waved around. The throw-in from Mitchell is not in time. It's an RBI single for Adrian Nardone, and the elimination game is tied. Hounded by the short stick Morrissey. Ticking towards 3 minutes, fed back inside, and Conlon got a stick to it. A brilliantly timed check by the junior. Now he's held up. The whistle stay in the pocket, but shovels it on ahead.
What a play. The effort out of the junior, incredible.
Now the Crusaders could go ahead. Peter Murphy fires and scores. Bouncer from range beating Colton King stick side, and Holy Cross leads.
Old school bouncer from the Holy Cross defensive midfielder, Dan. You don't see those very often, especially on this soft and wet turf. But
Mueller in the high circle. Her shot is blocked by Charlie Kettle. Pushed along, held by Fontaine. Forced down by Tiras. Mueller dispossesses. Brooke hops in a shot, blockered away by Boudelier. LeGros pickpocketed by Maureen Murphy. Dropped off from Mueller. Hobson receives. Connects with Mueller. Stick pass cross ice. Skylar Fontaine shoots and scores. 9th of the year for the Rhode Island native on a cross ice pass from Alina Mueller. The Huskies lead by 1. Time of the goal, 4:49. Elle Conlon. Center half trying to dribble, and she gives it away to Johns. On her left foot, pulls the trigger, tipped over the cage by Morgan Messner. That's the best save of the game from either side. That's brilliant.
It looked like Messner was going to have an easy time of it, but it looked like she picked that up late and then went skying up in the air to tap that over the crossbar. And like you said, the best save of the game from either side, and it keeps it a 1-goal deficit as Johns finally got free here for a chance.
I think that's one she needed to make. The 1-2. Crushed it to left. Back goes Goulard on the track. It's gone! Jeff Costello banks it off the foul pole. It's 7-0 Northeastern, and the leadoff man's got his first home run of the year.
Why not Williams again? She's got 3 more. An outstanding day with 13 points off the bench. And this one,
She's got to shoot these. The foul came before the whistle, and if she hits them both, that's 1,000.
the Northeastern 1K Club has a new member named Stella Clark. Dan McLoughlin is standing by on the floor with today's player of the game. Stella Clark, 27 points, and a new member of the 1,000 Point Club. Dan, take it away.
Stella, what a way to end senior day. You held one of the best offenses in the CAA to just 62 points. What was the team's mentality defensively, and how'd you get it done?
Our mentality was just keep them in front. We knew that they're one of the top scoring teams in the country, and we just had to really keep them in front and not give them the easy takes and the drives and have them put up all the shots that they want, and limiting their number of baskets and scores helped us get on top and get us in the position where we are right now.
How much fun was it to share the backcourt with Maddie Visa today?
It was awesome. I was so happy for her. She went off in the first half and continued it on to the second half. Her shots were falling, and it was just a great feeling. We had the bench involved, we had everyone involved, and the spirits were up, and it was just, you could feel it so much on the court.
Speaking of great feelings, in a million years, did you ever think that would be how you'd get to 1,000?
No. Even just the last foul, it was a 0.4 seconds left, and they called the foul, and it was just honestly a blessing, especially my 1,000th point being on this home court. I couldn't have asked for a better day, and it's honestly, I have goosebumps right now.
What was going through your head on the free throw line?
These are not the biggest 2 shots in my life, but I had a lot of pressure on myself because I kind of knew that I was 2 points away, and so I was just trying to stay calm and just ultimately, my thing when I take my foul throws is in my head I always say just like in practice, so I just kept saying that to myself and I made them just like in practice.
Nobody out. First real trouble for Dubois in this game. Bankston drives it to left. Back goes Harita. Goodbye. Home run. The game's tied. Aaron Bankston with a no-doubt 3-run blast. Her second of the season ties the game up. Baseman Leach. So now 2 on, nobody out for Molinar. Driven to center. Back goes Chavez on the track. It's off the wall. 2 runs will walk home. It's a 2 RBI double for Alex Rose Molinar. The Holy Cross lead is gone, and BU's up 5-3.
And again, trying with the soft hands of the touch, but a nice job by Pelletier.
This is Sweden getting the better of Austria as Hjalmarsson lifts one over Pelletier, and she scores. Won the foot race against Antonia Mosca and doubles the advantage for the Friars, 3rd of the season.
This is just pretty. Look at this. Hjalmarsson.
Popped straight back in the opposite direction by the freshman Emma Beatty. Now on the counter goes Stony Brook, centering pass to Fonnie Guttison. She springs Francis, who has a step. Alyssa Francis into the box, pulls the trigger. Guttison's follow-up. Goal! To Kayla McKenzie, progressing it forward. The Bearcats have numbers again. McKenzie just blows by Beatty. Switches the field. Run comes from Piantadosi. It's a great ball. Kept it in, trying to swing it back across the face of the goal. And it's defended brilliantly by Katarina Vondragolski. Filer, big touch. Piantadosi receives. Final 30 seconds into the box. Olivia McKnight sends it back in. Filer's shot is blocked by Chafkin. Scudero in a full sprint into the final 15 seconds. Mari Brendan clears it away.
10,
this
9,
is the final
8,
gasp for air for
7,
Binghamton.
6,
Sent into the box,
5,
flicked on by Coling,
4,
cleared
3,
by Katarina
2,
Vondragolski.
1.
2012, 2017, 2019, and now 2021. The Stony Brook Seawolves repeat as America East champions.
Binghamton Miller.
An official 50-yard freestyle time for the leadoffs. So it's Frucht, Fox, Thomas, and Cerulli. The final event of the evening from FitRec. Well, if Holy Cross is going to compete in this relay, they need a strong leadoff from Ben Fox. And at the turn, he will be right with the 2 Terriers. Frucht ahead marginally. Fox is second, and then Ethan Thomas. We got a race on here. Blanket finish, but a strong close from Thomas. 3 across. Thomas led them out, 21-77, 21-93 for Frucht, 22-01 for Ben Fox. And that will be a team lead for Holy Cross in the 50 freestyle. So he went 22-51 at Providence. He took a half a second off of that.
Yeah, it was a great showing by Ben Fox. Unfortunately, Matthew Shea's already lost some ground here on the second leg. It's becoming a 2-team race here.
Lindner for BU went 21-85 and 22-06 for David Rack, the senior, who continues his strong night. And now for BU, the responsibility lays in Sarson Watmore. Going toe-to-toe with Andrew White, Spencer Marr, the Holy Cross distance swimmer chasing. Watmore will hand the lead over to the senior, Steven Johnson. 22 flat for Watmore, 22.05 for White. They were identical. Johnson to bring home the Terriers. In the final home dual meet of the season, BU's going to get it. The question is which one? Johnson against the freshman Jackson Hewlin. Johnson's got enough. 21:59 on the anchor, but Hewlin went 21:69. So these relay squads stepped it up down the stretch. 22:71 on the anchor for Holy Cross's Max Sullivan as the Crusader squad picks up third. If they do end up losing this weekend, it's not because his team wasn't ready to play, as that one shot out into left center. Scoring is Semino. Chesson held it third. Station to station go the Mountain Hawks, and it's an RBI single for Carson O'Rourke. Clubbed in by McLean, and it's like a shortstop catching a hot liner there. Brennan just elevates, handcuffed a little bit, but strong hands, able to hold the puck.
It's a great comparison there. Is a goalie's usually down in that stance like an infielder would be as the pitch is being delivered, and then you see she just pops right up, right to the breadbasket there.
Couldn't come up with a shortstop that wore the number 31 in time.
There probably hasn't been too many of them.
No, there have not. Carly Major, I mean, if Pelletier was in net, that's an easy one,
I was
right?
going to say. Yeah,
Before checking his Emery a shot, and again, Brennan rises from the butterfly to snare it.
You find any shortstops that were 31 during the break?
Can't say that was the first thing on my mind.
Yeah, you take another look there. It's a giveaway by Lang.
It's a line drive right to her. Aaron Hicks, there's your answer.
Oh, Aaron Hicks, center fielder, great.
That's the hard-hitting analysis you come for here while watching college hockey. Drove into McLean, but couldn't win the puck.
Sorry, Dan. I was a little distracted when you were talking to me a moment ago. Elijah, our producer, texted me that Antonio Cromartie would be a good one, number 31. Greg Maddox, he's just texted me number 31.
Yeah,
so.
Yes, famous shortstops, Antonio Cromartie and Greg Maddox. We got Aaron Hicks. Like, the problem wasn't getting
Now we're
the
just
numbers.
thinking of any professional athletes we can think of that wear number 31.
Aaron Ross. There's Summer Ross. How's that for a transition? She moves it into the high circle. Ross, a snapper across, blocked in front by McLean. 1-2 from Coppersmith. Polishes it off in style. A 17 strikeout no-hitter for the junior from Pennsylvania. UMBC takes game one. Middleton slips through Jovic, and she throws one to Frankel, who sticks it into the corner. It's another underrated part of Erin Frankel's game. Her rebound control is absolutely tremendous. Now a giveaway by Middleton. Tessa Ward on the backhand scores! Northeastern 2, New Hampshire nothing. Time of the goal, 9:42. Tessa Ward's fourth of the season. The Huskies double their advantage, and they can breathe again.
It's just a blur when it happens this quick.
Records that he's close to. He's passing Mike Glavin with his next walk. And Dupree gives a big ride into right center, and you can forget about it. His third home run of the weekend, 14th of the season, moves him into the top 5 all-time in a single season for the Northeastern Huskies. And this one, like so many others, is a no-doubter. Last year had one shot on goal.
He's been a factor offensively, no doubt about it.
Well, this one's loose in the box, trying to shield their way free. Lafayette ahead. Carter Houlihan in the final 2 minutes. If anyone on this Holy Cross team, Joe, is due for a hit, it's their center fielder.
No doubt about it, and now she's hit the ball into the outfield twice.
Right on cue, she slaps a single through the hole, and it's a 2-out base runner, and Allison Greet's no-hitter is no more.
Well, you teed that up perfectly, Dan, and you were absolutely right, too. I mean, she was due for a hit. We talked about it before, but a hitless game in game 1 of this twin bill, and she had been 0 for 20 before getting that single. Well deserved for Bailey Chavez.
Does it start a 2-out rally? Mott to the gap. That'll be a base hit. Played well out and left by Mitchell. Chavez goes first to third. Jess Mott is fired up, and the Crusaders now have runners at the corners for their best hitter.
There's just been great energy today from Holy Cross. We've seen it in the dugout this entire game. We've seen it from Coach Lepicki over there at third base, getting fired up when her players have had good at-bats. And
Now on the counter, O'Reilly launches it ahead, and a step or 7 too much for Curry. You don't think that was what Friel had in mind?
I was going to say, not sure what's going on there.
Oh, but here comes McKenna McManus. Huskies have numbers forward. The Californian centering pass. Ortega lays it back off. McKenna McManus into the box. Shot blocked by Deshi. That's going to go out for a Northeastern corner.
Wow, what a great sequence there.
Picture perfect run from McKenna McManus. Great layoff by Ortega, but the first touch lets her down. But still a corner. This is dangerous for Northeastern. One of their best chances of the game. Watch for call on the far post. McKenna McManus' corner. It's a low liner, and Legowski got there! It trickles over the line! It's the equalizer in the most unorthodox way possible. Team leading third of the year for the sophomore Legowski, and Northeastern's back in the contest.
Oh man, Dan. After a sequence like that, I had a really good feeling about that corner. Wow. With how strong this offense has been, something was bound to happen like that. That was awesome.
Well, McKenna McManus made the entire sequence happen, and she'll get credit for the assist. Her team leading third of the year. Game on.
That one kind of just trickled away from her. And here's a shot of us. Happy birthday, Dan. It's your 25th birthday today. And you've had quite the day already, so we wanted to give you a nice little birthday shout out here. And for anybody who doesn't know Dan is a Holy Cross alumni and a nut. He's a former member of their track and field program. It could look a little bit different right now for Army, but that's just how this game goes sometimes. And Greet, who's looked great on the mound, you see her composing herself there. It's a great shot of her taking a deep breath, trying to get this final out of the 7th before she can't see if her team can win it in the bottom of the inning.
And it's Steph Jacoby pinch hitting, sends one over Brooke Mitchell's head. Colgate's up. Yesterday's cleanup hitter, yanked from today's lineup, pinch hits in a tie game of the 7th inning and sends it to the batting cages in left.
Absolutely crushed that ball, Dan. I mean, look at this. First pitch.
After a contest where only one hitter in their lineup had a base hit, Morgan Farah had 2 yesterday against Lehigh. Colgate's bats show up. The hero is Steph Jacoby, a pinch hit solo homer to left field in the top of the 7th to give the Raiders a 4-3 lead. The winning pitcher is Bailey Miskin. She improves to 7-7 on the campaign. The tough luck loser is Allison Greet. She will fall to 6-9. The host Boston University Terriers are through to the championship series tomorrow. Colgate will battle Lehigh next to see who will join them. So for Leo Pare and our entire terrific crew here at Boston University, with Craig White along for the ride and my broadcast partner John Avino, I'm Dan McLoughlin saying so long from Boston, Massachusetts. Raiders and Mountain Hawks up next in a thrilling Patriot League playoff.